Hello, architects, engineers, homeowners, and all stakeholders in the built environment. And thank you for joining me once again at All About Shelters. Allow me once again to introduce myself. I am your host at All About Shelters, architect Edric Marco C. Florentino. And I wish to welcome you in this episode called RA 9266 Part 4. You know, this is a continuation of what we have left off in Section 3, definition of terms under Article 1, general provision of the Architecture Act of 2004. Now, from the last short video, I have talked about items number 1, architecture, and number 2, architect. Then, I extended further my presentation to the three major roles of the architects, namely the architect of record, the architect in charge of construction, and the consulting architect. But in this short video that I will be doing today, I will be only touching two items because section 3, as you might know, is very long and the allotted time I have set for all of my short videos about RA 9266. Now, in this video, I will be presenting number 3, general practice of architecture, and number 4, scope of the practice of architecture. These are all under section 3, definition of terms under the Architecture Act of 2004. And as usual, I will be posting number 3 and number 4 on the screen. Then I might say a thing or two, about the subject on the general practice of architecture and the scope of the practice of architecture. All right? Okay. Let's now start. RA 9266, Part 4. Now I will be posting number 3 and you may read it along with me. Okay? All right. So number 3, general practice of architecture means the act of planning and architectural designing, structural conceptualization, specifying, supervising, and giving general administration and responsible direction to the erection, enlargement, or alterations of buildings and building environments and architectural design in engineering structures or any part thereof. The scientific, aesthetic, and orderly coordination of all the processes which enter into the production of a complete building or structure performed through the medium of unbiased preliminary studies of plans, consultations, specifications, conferences, evaluations, investigations, contract documents, and oral advice and direction. Regardless of whether the persons engaged in such practice are residents of the Philippines or have their principal office or place of business in this country or another territory. And regardless of whether such persons are performing one or all these duties, or whether such duties are performed in person or as the directing head of an office or organization performing them. There you go. General practice of architecture was written detailedly by the crafter of the law. Notice that it gave details on the general practice of architecture, making sure that the crafter of the law will not miss any item in the general practice of architecture. And I believe there is no need for me to go further than that because it is properly well defined as mentioned earlier. But let me just give 10 highlights of activities that an architect can do in the general practice of architecture. Okay? All right. This would somehow summarize what was said. Number one, architectural designing. Number two, structural conceptualization. Number three, specifying. Number four, supervising. Number five, general administration. Number six, giving direction to the erection. Number seven, coordination. Number eight, evaluation. Number nine, investigation. And lastly, number 10, rendering advices. As you see, my dear friends, it embraces the entire activities in the realm of designing and constructing of a project. This is generally what governs the general practice in architecture. All right? Okay. Now, in number 4, the scope of the practice of architecture, it will give us a more in-depth notes on what was written in number 3, the general practice of architecture. Now, allow me once again, to just host number 4, the scope of the practice of architecture and its sub-description. Note that we will read it together, but I won't be adding a long comments anymore because the definition is self-explanatory anyway, right? But if you would suggest that there is a need for me to expound further on it, one by one, please put your comment or request in the comment box below, and I will see if I could set another video for it. Okay? All right. Now, here is now number 4, scope of the practice of architecture. It reads, number 4, scope of the practice of architecture encompasses the provision of professional services in connection with site, physical, and planning, and the design, construction, enlargement, conservation, renovation, remodeling, restoration, or alteration of a building or a group of buildings. Services may include, but not limited to, A. Planning, architectural designing, and structural conceptualization. B. Consultation, consultancy, giving oral or written advice and directions. Conferences, evaluations, investigations, quality surveys, appraisals, and adjustments. Architectural and operational planning, site analysis, and other pre-design services. C. Schematic design, design development, contract documents, and construction phase, including professional consultancies. D. Preparation of preliminary technical, economic, and financial feasibility studies of plans, models, and project promotional services. E. Preparation of architectural plans, specifications, bill of materials, cost estimates, general condition, and bidding documents. F. Construction and project management, giving general management, administration, supervision, coordination, and responsible direction or the planning, architectural designing, construction, reconstruction, erection, enlargement or demolition, renovation, repair, orderly removal, remodeling, alteration, preservation or restoration of buildings or structures or complex buildings, including all their components, sites and environs intended for private or public use. G. The planning, architectural layouting, and utilization of space within and surrounding such buildings or structure, housing design and community architecture, architectural interiors and space planning, architectural detailing, architectural lighting, acoustics, architectural layouting of mechanical, electrical, electronic, sanitary, plumbing, communication, and other utility systems, equipments, and fixtures. H. Building programming, building administration, construction arbitration, and architectural conservation and restoration. I. All works which related to the scientific, aesthetic, and orderly coordination of all works and branches of the work, systems, and process necessary for the production of a complete building or structure, whether for public or private use, in order to enhance and safeguard life, health, and property, and the promotion and enrichment of the quality of life, the architectural design of engineering structures or any part thereof. J. All other works, projects, and activities which require the professional competence of an architect, including teaching of architectural subjects and architectural computer-aided design. So you see, the description of number 4, scope of the practice of architecture, is well crafted and defined by our lawmakers. In short, it covers the whole package in designing, construction of a building or a group of buildings, whether it be, new, addition, renovation, alterations, conservations, or restoration works. It's all in there, my good friends. Remember what I said from my previous video, from the imagination to its reality, and all that are within those points. Well, I guess those two items I presented today, the general practice of architecture and the scope of the practice of architecture, have consumed the time allotted for this short video. But in our next video on RA 9266, I will try to touch the following: structural conceptualization, architectural firm, authorship, we have board, commission, and service agreements, and maybe the rest of it, provided, of course, the time permits it. By the way, if you happen to like this short video, please do not forget to like it and share it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, entitled All About Shelters, please do so and join us in this channel where some issues and concerns around the built environment may be presented in my future videos. And for your reference, I will be posting some links below, for you to press them and watch my other videos as well. And thank you so much in advance for doing so. Again, this is Architect Edric Marcos C. Florentino, your host for All About Shelters, and see you in my other videos. Bye for now.